I
to
could
see how
die
they
tomorrow,
feel,
so why am
but
I
I
gonna keep
feel like
screaming?
finding people who are,
Can't really look at things like that. It just
managers
sucks the fun out of
or
it.
like people who can actually have a say. We're just gonna find employees who
Guys,
just work
chill.
there.
Listen. You guys attacking him like he's asking a genuine question. Fucking relax. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just handling some thoughts real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Go in the car though. I want to go up to jail. Ask a
You wanna
question,
go to
guys.
jail?
Relax. Sometimes you guys, pals, listen. Just relax, man. Ask a genuine question. But I don't blame. A lot of people think like that. That's why I would rather respond to him. But the simple answer is, bro, it just sucks the life. It just sucks the fun. I'm gonna RP with Lang, thinking about 4.0 could be next month. Why am I gonna RP? It sucks the fun out of the character. I don't RP like that. All right, sorry, Eve. What did you say?
I said I would suggest like let's go talk to like the restaurants individually, but I feel like finding a manager or somebody who like actually has, a lot of experience in the food industry. We're just gonna find employees who just like work shifts.
Well, the question is, which restaurant? I would assume every restaurant has food deal, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But now,
100%.
like I said, I don't want to put Shrugway under this microscope, but I feel like they started this whole trend.
Oh yeah, 100%.
When they first became, because I remember when they first became a restaurant, they were just giving out free food to everybody. You didn't even
Yeah.
have to pay for it for like I would say like a month or two. But it's not even the food deals. I think just the food deals need to be structured differently. Like, just don't give them 50 fucking meals. Be like, yeah, let's have a food deal. Whenever you're hungry, you come to the restaurant for 50% off or some shit.
You could put a limit on how much people buy, but that would also just like we did that with Roosters a very long time ago. You could only buy 2 meals per person, and that would guarantee that people had to
Yeah,
come
but
back.
then that comes in. Then the other restaurant will just take your business, right?
Yeah.
Dragway would love if we did that. They would love it.
Mm.
you know. But I thought food expired quickly in the city. I thought the ingredients were very poor. That you couldn't. What happened to that?
I think it's they do, but it's still not quick enough.
Yeah, food should expire within the hour of you purchasing it.
That would be amazing.
Like that's just the reality, right? You should only be purchasing food when you're hungry. Imagine you going to a store and buying 10 sandwiches, for the day, and keeping it all in your car. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like, why would I stockpile so much unless I'm prepping for the apocalypse or a road trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why would I ever do that?
I feel like
And
the
if I'm
fridge
hungry, I'm
at
gonna
the
go make food
restaurants.
or order food or buy food when I'm hungry or when I'm thirsty. I'm not gonna keep 50 water bottles next to my desk. I'm gonna keep them in the fridge. I'm gonna go grab one when I need it.
I feel like the fridge at the restaurant should keep everything nice and fresh, and then as soon as it leaves the fridge that hour.
Yeah, no, 100%. As soon as it leaves the fridge within the hour, we need to talk to
Mm-hmm.
these food grade people. And if we want to solve it like
Mm-hmm.
that, we can. Because like I said, it's a bigger issue. We're
Mm-hmm.
just trying to solve it
Mm-hmm.
by conversing. But the reality is, food should just expire quickly. Like somebody like in this
Yeah.
city, now that I think about it, what I said too is not really logical outside the city, but in the city, you should only buy
Mm-hmm.
food and water when you're thirsty or hungry. You should never just have it sitting in your pocket. Like, I'm gonna walk straight into jail. Let's see if this guy does this again. Come on.
Okay.
Listen, I'm the fucking mayor. I'm part of the government. I have a right to walk in
Yeah.
here.
I mean, we're doing inspections.
Man, this place, fuck. Preston coming. This is the graveyard, Eve. This is where dreams come to die. Or dreams that could have been something that this is just pressing.
Isn't it scary how much time Bane spent here?
Yeah.
If you think about it,
I don't know how he
for
had the the tenacity to make it out. Because even with him being out, he still like was in here for a year and a half, 2 years.
And he still prefers coming back. That's like the scary part.
I mean, I could see it when you have the freedom, but.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Hey, is any DOC around? Or do you know if the warden's around?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh shit! You the warden, sir?
Oh, what's up?
You the warden?
Yeah.
You met before?
Yeah, I think so. I did a little shit with Mr. Watson before I was elected. I think we may have spoken. I can't remember.
You look different. Jesus Christ! What the fuck happened to you, sir? All the respect,
you know, working here.
You know, like you've been through it.
Yeah, it's it's a war zone here every day, dealing with all the shit you have to deal with.
Are you got an office we can talk in?
Yeah, we can talk in the FCT.
All right, we'll follow your lead.
Right.
Pass with a hair bun? True.
So how's it going, Mr. Buddha?
Going all right, my man. I spoke to one of your colleagues yesterday. He said you guys had some legislations you wanted to push through, some ideas and whatnot.
Oh, that's news to me.
Oh.
Huh?
I think I remember somebody speaking about it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I've not been informed about this. I was informed about the situation happened last night.
Well, he told me that you guys had some ideas that would need some legislation backing to improve the prison. You lying?
As far as I'm aware, there was the things that were brought up in the meeting that you had with Riv and the deputy warden.
They didn't really
but
talk
nothing.
about. They didn't talk about like legislation or anything like that. They talked about like
I
things that they
think
wanted.
The legislation more so protects us if we have a trip with an inmate or anything on the outside is where legislation would help, because as it stands outside of these walls, we are just a person. And
Yes.
Yeah.
it gets a bit confusing when trying to do these things and protect ourselves out there. I'm gonna try to call Durfee again.
So you mean regarding when you take a lifer out and they do something stupid? Is that what you're pertaining to?
No, it's more so the police wanting to shut it down completely. We actually went out on a trip yesterday.
What do they? We can keep walking. What do they want to shut down?
Yeah.
Just having them leave these walls, and we really have nothing on our side to kind of protect us and be able to let us operate as
Whoa, hold on. So the officers are preventing you guys from leaving the prison?
Well, they have tried in the past. Yesterday they didn't stop us, but they were repeatedly questioning us, like why we have an inmate out and all that. And we told them we're on a commissary run. They are part of it. It's that simple. But
We can just like talk over here.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
more of a culture thing, I guess. We spoke about it in that last meeting. Obviously, our relationship with the PD is not the greatest.
Yeah.
Why would you say that's the case?
So let me get the exact date. It's been a constant issue the last 2 years, but I believe sometime in February, we created a list of every individual that is sent up to prison without PD informing us about it being sent up. Now, usually it's not that bad. People get sent up and they just go dishes and fuck off. Right now, we're at currently 252 people being sent up. A lot of individuals being violent gang members. But when they are sent up,
like what on a weekly average or what?
This is in the last month. Like
In the last
actually,
month.
about a month to the day, over 250 have been sent up, and criminals are mad at us. Like, for instance, me. If Mr. K gets sent up, he's going to kill me, and I'd really like to know he's getting sent up before he gets sent up. But they don't let us know anything.
Yeah, that's been a long-standing issue with the police. Actually, they never notify. It's very rare. I can definitely bring that to the commissioner's desk as well to make sure that's a known thing. Because you do make a good point. Me with my past, whenever I came into jail, my goal was to kill a DOC guard. I won't lie. So it is
Yeah.
better that you're made aware that I am coming to jail. I do agree with that logic.
Yeah, I'd like to know that I'm about to be attempted murdered than finding out when the knife goes in me, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm. Like, I'll be honest. You know, as of late, a few of the CG boys have been very complacent when they're sent into prison. They aren't attacking us. They're just, chatting with us, doing dishes, whatever. However, there was a time way back when where they would just come up and attack us on site. And if we aren't informed about that, we just can't do anything to stop that. We're not prepared. We just get beat down, and then PD treat us like dickheads when they have to come up and help us.
Yeah. So you guys, like, still carry firearms and shit, right?
Not inside prison, no.
What?
Not if we were in Gen Pub, no.
Yeah.
I don't know when that was changed, but that is our SOPs at this time. I don't know what
Yeah.
administration changed that.
The SO. So when can you carry a firearm?
We can carry a firearm on a transport if we're in a catwalk, so someone has a lethal in play.
Okay, so
If
when you're
there's-
on the catwalk, you can still carry a firearm and do your
Yes,
shit.
yes.
Yeah, however, we don't stay on the catwalks because it's a dog shit thing to do to avoid, talking to people for hours on end. We have people in the yard 24/7.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
It was never a good feeling being shot from the heavens.
Yeah, it's the same with our rubber slug. We recently got that back after, speaking to some people, and we've heavily limited that because way back in the day when it was available, you'd have people pretending to be Chris Kyles and shooting you from Africa on the catwalks.
The thing is, you guys
So
are in a
we've
very
just limited
interesting
that.
situation because if I came into jail and I robbed you of your gun and then shot you, what is the worst thing
Mhm.
that could happen to me? Give me more time?
No.
We
So-
actually can't really. We can lock you in an ADSEG, but if your time is up legally, we have to release you. So if you have 1 month left on your sentence, start a riot, rob us, shoot us, we will give you medical and walk you out the door
Yeah.
because we have
That's
zero
insane.
power in this prison.
Yeah.
Guys,
we
why are you guys
lost the
saying what,
ability
chat? You guys
to
do that. I do
alter
that all the
people's
time. Come on.
or even
Don't act
send
surprised.
people
That's
from
how it's always been.
huts or release them from huts. So if we do this thing, if you're a lifer, you get 2 times multiplier, right?
Yeah.
So if you do something that would be 11 months, you get 22 months in ADSEC. You could be here with 1 month left of your sentence, do something that would warrant 90 months inside of ADSEC. By the time you're picked up on your feet, we walk you to the phone, give you a kiss on the lips, and tell you goodbye, have fun, see you next time.
I'm
There's
starting to
nothing we can
understand
do.
what your colleague meant about legislation. Would it be interesting to maybe try to instate some sort of legislation where DOC could add, a charge, right? If you shot a DOC, that's an extra 5 months. Just for example, you shot a DOC an extra 5 months. You started a riot, an extra 20 months. But then the question would be, is the oversight on that to make sure that's not being abused. Not that you guys would abuse it, but you never know what's going on in jail 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If anything can be abused, somebody somewhere will abuse it.
Yes.
Mhm.
But like with the holes, we had a man up here today. PD sent him up. They let us know, oh, he's good to be released. So then we had to, when we saw him, then try and reach out to PD, which luckily we were able to just call one of them directly. But otherwise, we have to wait for them to come up to release them from the hold. They don't
Mhm.
want to, work with us, which is most of the time. It takes quite a lot of time just to get them released from a hold that they, are supposed to be released from.
Yeah. Like, we have a really bad kind of relationship with PD. So the way that our command structure works, I am on the same level as the chief of police, the sheriff of the BCSO, and I believe the head of the troopers. We've had members of PD High Command threaten to arrest DUC Command and High Command for telling them to stop treating us like children and stop being babies over the radio. That is how bad it's gotten.
Jesus. Damn,
Yeah.
it's that bad here, huh?
Yeah, it's very tiring. I wake up and I just see all the shit that's happened. The shit that happened with you last night, some other stuff that's happened with PD. It's very tiring. I'm getting to my wits' end, but I'm here for the long run, and
That's the problem, right? The issue is It's like your colleague here said, right? Is when people get power, it's not the power that's the problem. It's the people who has that power. Like one bad apple is going to ruin the entire bunch, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I
So
mean,
how
that
do
got
you
our rubber
solve
slug
this
taken away,
problem? How would we solve this problem with the PD and the DOC? I mean, have you guys been having riots and shit in the past month? Has there been riots? People trying to kill the guys?
To the scale of the mega riots with the guns and the Molotovs and grenades, not so much. It's mostly the belligerent dickheads during shift 3 that'll just come up, beat us down, and rob us.
Oh, I can't even imagine the motherfuckers you guys deal with in shift 3.
Yeah, it's quite a few creatures that roam those times. But it's not really the scale of, 50 people inside of cell block 7 throwing grenades at us. That stopped about a month and a half ago, I'd say.
But it still does happen quite a bit where, we'll get stabbed and there will be a riot and PD will either not respond or, be very annoyed that they have to respond. But at the end of the day, we can only do so much with how we're limited.
Hey, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this has been an ongoing problem for a long time. So it's just a question: how do you unpack it and start untangling the mess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we had plans in the past with Mr. Watson, where Cerberus was essentially going to sponsor the DOC, such as like the CPD was sponsored.
Yeah.
That fell through. But we've just been kind of trotting along, seeing how things are doing, and trying to stay afloat. Really, we've been trying to get some things with a DOC that's quality of life for us.
What would be the top 3 things that would help you immediately?
Being able to flip a lifer when they aren't at work. We have this big issue of stash wives holding shit, and they just don't wake up, so we can never get the contraband off them.
Oh, so I would give my stuff to Eve, and she wouldn't wake up, so you couldn't access her bunk?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
rough.
But I could access her bunk whenever I
But they
wanted?
would still.
Well, no,
No.
Yeah,
she
she'd have
would
to
just
wake up.
She would just wake up, hand you something, and go back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a large issue.
Jesus.
People with mass-produced things like shivs, molotovs, get their hands on weapons, whatever, hand them to a lifer that doesn't do anything violent and doesn't really wake up. And then when they needed those items, that lifer would wake up, hand the shit off, and go back to sleep.
So let's say
So
you
we
found
could
out it
never-
was Eve, and she was sleeping. Could you still flip her bunk, or would she have to be awake?
Fuck no,
She
she'd
had
have
to,
to
yeah,
be
she had to
awake.
be awake.
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
Yeah, so even if we find out who it is, we still can't do a damn thing.
Yeah.
That is fucking insane.
We've been trying to get new uniforms for the last 2 years. We've only recently been able to actually speak to someone to try and get the bare minimum, which is FTO patches.
Yeah.
We don't even have a tie for our blue uniform. That's why we're using the BCSO uniform. That would be a pretty good morale thing, actually getting our uniforms looked at, which we're kind of working with, but we're going to have to use a large majority of our budget to just get the small things like decals.
Whenever you guys need more budget, just feel free to ask. We'll give you guys more budget. You know what I mean? If you're trying to create new projects, do new things that require more money, you're never not allowed to ask the state that. The worst that will happen is the state says no. But in my case, I very rarely say no to good enough reasons, and the reason doesn't even really need to be that good. As long as you're trying something, we'll give you the budget you request.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we were gonna do the budget stuff in a few days, and we were gonna speak about that.
Well, I'll tell you boys what. This is like a lot to unpack here. Give me a little bit of time. I'll speak to the commissioner. At the very least, I'll make sure that's a thing, because they're restructuring the entirety of the PD, so it's good timing. Kind of throw that on his desk to make sure like it becomes just a normal thing that you notify DOC whenever you're sending somebody up, especially high-profile cases at the very least. And then I'll start unpacking some things with the PD, see what their point of view is on it, and see where we can at least very least start working to try to better things from both ends.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. We aren't asking for the world. We just want prison to be enjoyable for DOC and lifers, because it's the big issue of cycles where there's no lifers, so there's no DOC, and because there's no DOC, there's no lifers.
You can't
We
have
just
one
want to
without
be
the
able
other. I
to stay
agree.
afloat.
I mean,
Yeah.
we need to bring back the idea of allowing you guys to take them out, jail every once in a while. these things should be happening. I don't know why they're always shut down. I need to get to the bottom of that as well to see who is shutting these ideas down. Is it the PD?
Yeah.
Is this a Senate thing? Like, where's the head of this line? Is it DOJ?
It's been both. It's honestly it's been all three. Every one of them you've named has had a problem with it at some point or another.
Yeah, I mean, we've
Mhm.
been trying to push for parole for certain lifers, and it's just been denied. So, just kind of fallen out with DOJ. They've never really liked us. To a point where it took us from December to the beginning of February to ask for a single subpoena, just because they didn't want to give it to us. So there's just no one that really looks out for us that wants to help us. We're just kind of stuck doing our own shit and hoping the mayor's office, whoever it is, whether it's you or Andy or Denzel or Mickey, whoever actually listens to our ideas and our issues.
All right, I'll tell you what. Give me, like I said, there's a lot to unpack here. Give me a couple of days to figure things out and see what we can do for you guys. Because I'm not even sure. I just got to figure out where the problems lie and who is saying what and who's in the lead of what. But in my world, I think the DOC should be able to create programs for the lifers. And I think paroles, a lifer being granted parole should be a very realistic opportunity. I don't see why that never would be. It makes no sense to me. Why would Los Santos even welcome lifers, from different jails here if they have no opportunity to be freed? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It just feels like anything that we try to, hey, here's your prison, guys. You have to run it, except we're going to cripple you every step of the way. That's just kind of how it feels.
All right, well, now you got the mayor on your side. Give me a couple of days. I'll figure some shit out, and I'll be in contact with you guys. Can I get your number, Warden? Can you just... Here, all you guys take my number. Just text your name and your whatever position you have here.
Sounds good.
All right, and I'll be in touch.
Mhm.
I appreciate the time.
No problem. Appreciate you guys
Appreciate
as well.
your time.
Thank you, guys.
Take care, guys.
You too. I would just like to bring up one thing. Mr.
What's up?
The whole situation that happened yesterday. I'm aware of what happened. I understand that you would like to come and see the lifers and do mere things in the prison. All we ask is if you do have weapons, just put them in your car and just say, hey, I've got nothing on me.
I mean, of course, it wasn't the issue. It was the issue of the guy being a cadet, immediately jumping to threatening to arrest me like I was a criminal coming in and trying to smuggle in bombs. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck.
That was the only issue. Because he would have put me in cuffs, and the cops would have come down here, and they would have uncuffed me. Hold on, I gotta take this real quick.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, this is Michael.
Oh, what's going on, my man?
Not
If
a
you
lot.
guys
I
ever
just
need anything,
forgot
like
if we
books
talked
printed or
about this at
anything
the
like that,
meeting.
any
but
other
why,
like quality
so
of life things.
you asked me why I dislike
guys know
you.
I'm easy.
Why is it that you dislike me?
I took you a week to call and ask that?
Yeah, because I got dragged out of bed, and I honestly don't remember if we talked about it.
It's not that I don't like you, Michael. First off, I don't like your brother.
No, I think that we got that established.
Yeah, and you kind of just fall under that, unfortunately. I could be wrong in doing so, but you're kind of just grouped with them because you guys have, trademarked yourselves as the Simone brothers, right?
Okay. I'm just lumped in with him is all.
Yes, because I don't know exactly what you're involved in with him, so I just assume you're both involved in everything together.
All right. Fair enough. That's all I wanted to ask.
Yeah, but it's your brother operates in ways that I feel everyone protects, nobody questions, and I'm the kind of guy that questions everything. So I find myself asking questions and jump down a rabbit hole of chaos.
Yeah, no, I got it. All right. I appreciate your time.
All right, appreciate you too.
Bye.
What if TJ is actually a spy and he's the perfect plant for the Simones, and Lang is getting one upped so hard right now?
Any lifer programs you guys want to do outside the city as
All right,
well?
sorry about that, guys. But yeah, listen, text me your numbers. We'll start untangling the webs. Now, I don't know what I can do and how much my word will have sway, but I'll give you my word. I will try. We'll try to get the jail back to at least its glory days at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, you're trying. It's just at the end of the day, you have more sway with people than we do, and people just really don't care about us. So it's nice to have.
Well,
you on
I've
our
always
side.
cared
I
about the
appreciate
prison. I've always cared about the lifers. My history I think represents that. So I did hear about the, a lot of the lifers as well. Things have been a shithole in prison. That's why I came by yesterday. I wanted to see what we could do to start maybe picking things back up. So I'll have some conversations with some people, and I will be in touch with you guys in a couple of days, and then maybe I'll have some answers and see what we can actually do.
Brilliant.
Sounds good.
Appreciate
Right?
it.
Appreciate you, boys.
Sounds
All right,
good.
thank you.
Have
All
a
right,
good day.
bye guys.
Well, that's another aegis related
Yeah.
thing we can do is a parole program that actually works. A partner with the police, because I feel like a parole program, I don't understand why that's never made a thing. It should be. It's an interesting idea where lifers from other prisons can request to go to Los Santos
Mm-hmm.
in hopes of rehabilitation. Don't get me wrong, there need to be a fuck ton of checks and balances because it can be very easily abused. But if you can nail the execution, it can work very well.
Do you remember they came and saw us and like asked like they wanted a lot of things for the budget. They asked for a helicopter and a helipad. They wanted canines for drug sniffing and patrolling. And then they wanted anti-air guns, and then they wanted a DOC Rhino for their own purposes.
Yeah, I mean,